Welcome back to another episode of the Salford RTG Career Mode here on FC25, where last episode we went ahead and got ourselves promoted to the championship. We are championship bound. Well, we're not in championship bound. We're in the championship now. We are alongside West Brom, Watford, Swansea, Sunderland, Stoke, Sheffield United, QPR, Preston, Plymouth, who finished second in the league, QPR, who won the league last season down in League One, Nottingham Forest, current Premier League side, and a very good current Premier League side, fighting for top four this season in the Premier League, obviously in real life, Norwich, Millwall, Middlesbrough, Leicester City. Kind of a yo-yo club on FC this year for sure, but obviously currently in the Premier League, looking to be sent down to a championship as well in the league. Hull City, Huddersfield, Everton, a team that has never been relegated from the Premier League, one of the only teams that have never been relegated. Derby County, Coventry City, Cardiff City, Bristol City, Blackburn Rovers, and Birmingham City. So a very, very juicy championship, a lot of great teams in the championship, and we start it off. There has been some stuff already done. We have $7 million in our current budget. I went ahead and promoted everybody. Well, not promoted. I promoted a lot of guys from the youth academy. A lot of these guys are just old guys that we kind of filled up the squad. We do actually no, those aren't even those. Those are guys that we actually had from the youth academy. I gave myself a boost from the youth academy, just one off, and then I went ahead and just signed a couple of guys here where none of them really looked too great. In all honesty, we did promote a lot of the guys that were in there last season, so they are all in the squad hub here. So we have a lot of players in the squad hub. We have 49 players. We have a couple players already out on loan that are still out on loan from last season or season before, where it's a 2-year loan deals. So Moeller, who's out on loan, Lombardi, Miles, and Wheeler. Miles might be coming back to the club early though, but we have a lot of players that have obviously came through in here. So Ball, Norgard, Anderson, Garada, Goodwin, Wilkes, Sanders, Moody, Barry, Brodone, Jansen. A lot of these guys have either been transfer listed or loan listed in the thing as well. And as far as signings and ratings, top rated 70, so we can sign 70 and below, 70 overall and below here in the championship. We are kind of building our club around Rump. I think he is the best player at the club that is a permanent player. In all honesty, he is absolutely, I mean, he's been my best player that has been a Salford player and not just a loanee player. He has been the best, so I think we build around him essentially and kind of use him as a focal point. But obviously Alex Santos up to 70 overall. Probably a chance we lose him. In all honesty, there's a real chance we could lose him because it says he's showing great potential. So there's a chance a decent club comes in for him. We are going to be a little bit more reluctant of selling players. They got to be in a top club that are not fighting relegation, that I don't think can fight for relegation for this season. We have a bunch of players on the transfer hub already that we are looking to go ahead and bring in. We have a lot of players that we need to fill, a lot of positions, one of those being striker. You see there we have a bunch of strikers on our short list. Let's go and get into some transfer business. We already rejected a deal for Rump for $1.65 million. Let's get it underway. Leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying this series. Over 90% of y'all aren't subscribed, so hit that sub button. It'll help me out a lot. It helps spread this channel. And let's get to it. We wanted a kind of free kick specialist, and we also need kind of a new cam to be our main man. So T-Bay de Villager fills in that completely. He has dead ball. He also has finesse shot. Free kick accuracy, I think, is in the mid 70s, mid to low 70s. His curve is great as well. We are going to go ahead and offer them $1.5 million. See what they say. They feel like we wasted our time. With his market value already double of what we offered, that's about as fair as possible. We'll come back in a week later for him. We'll work on some other deals in the meantime, though. We go ahead and bring in a young striker, Englishman Louis Martin. Welcome to the club from the free agents. You come in 69 overall, one below the max overall we can bring in. He's going to come in and hopefully do a job as our current #1 striker. Glatzo's time might be running out of the club because we might be bringing in a backup striker that is going to be experienced, and we might just use a swap deal. But Louis Martin is the first player we signed to the club. Welcome to Salford. I wanted a left winger to replace Najim and Namai because I honestly just don't think Najim in itself is not good enough for this club anymore, good enough for championship level. I think Namai could definitely still be good enough. He's young enough to at least grow a little bit. And then just looking on the markets, looking at pretty much almost every single country, we find this guy, Didier Sacco, 16 years old, left winger, 69 overall at 16 years old. It's a no-brainer. We're going to look to swap Najim here for, and then offer them around 1.8 million. See what they say to that. Hopefully Najim's value at least brings down what they want. They want 2.9 million without Najim, and that's a 25% selling clause as well. We are going to go down to 2.3. We're going to go down to 2.3 flat. See what they say to that with the 25% selling clause. They want 2.85 with the selling clause now lowered. That doesn't make sense. So we'll go down to 2.5. Keep that selling clause lower, and 2.550 with the sell on there. We are going to go ahead. Oh, I don't want to remove it. Add selling clause. We can bring down the selling clause though to 11%. See what they say to that. They want 21%. Am I really arguing about selling clauses now? I guess I am. I mean, if you want the selling clause that low, you better offer 2.5. Get 50K off of it. If you want the selling clause to, okay, whatever. You know what? We want him in the club. So 2.5 million with 22% selling clause. We'll get him in. He's obviously going to get crucial and obviously want crucial. So that is perfectly fine with that. A 5-year contract deal. I have a feeling he won't be here with us for 5 years, though. I'll tell you all that much. We'll go and disrelease the release clause. They want a release clause of 11.9 million. We can up that to 25. See what they say there. They want 11.9. I'm not doing a release clause, so no release clause for him. His value or his wages is going to go up, so we're going to go up to 10K. They should accept that. Are we overpaying? I don't care. I don't know. Sacco, welcome to Salford City. Welcome to the championship. And a week has passed, and we go back in for this man, Ty DeVliger. Welcome to Salford. So we have a new #1 cam. We have our dead ball specialist, our free kick expert. Welcome to the club for 2.5 million. We are pretty much broke now with the 2 transfers that we have already done. So anybody else that comes into the squad is going to have to be a loan signing, or even that if we can afford the wages, because that's how broke we are. DeVliger, welcome to the squad. Our cam is sorted. The good thing, though, is that our back line is pretty much good enough, to be completely honest. Our midfield is decently good enough, especially with the addition with him. Our attack is decently good enough as well, and then we also have players on the youth academy that we could just keep at the club and use as support as well. So we don't necessarily need to spend that crazy amount of money. What I was going to do was bring in Eric Becker, because I actually added him in the short list at the end of last season. Jumped up, he was 71, so I was like, maybe when Ruff goes up, but now he's 72, so Becker is looking less and less likely unless we get somebody that actually goes on a little crazy run. But right now, all we're really working on is loan deals and loaning out some of the youth academy players, which we'll continue to do. We'll bring them back if we need to be, but as far as bringing in players, that might be down the drain just a little bit unless we get a massive transfer offer. Alright, just to go through some of the transfer stuff that has been happening off camera and that I just haven't shown y'all. We sell Felix Greenwood to that club, to Gal, for 470k. We sell Vincenzo Giordano, an option for a striker that could have possibly broken to the first team. We sell him for 1 million. It seemed plausible. It seemed like he was, out of the 3 strikers that I technically have from the youth academy, he is third choice of those three. So for 1 million, we say bye to him. We sell Aiden French, the absolute giant. We say goodbye to him. The six, actually no, this is not the giant. This is just 6'2" center back or center defensive mid. We say goodbye to him for 430k. We say goodbye to Walter Bennett for 430k. We go ahead and loan out Brunt for the season off to Michelin. Garada off to Portland. We sell Silas Hansen. He was never going to get any game time at all, and 320k for him. Perfect. We finally sell James Scarthier. I've been trying to sell him since I bought him into the first team. We go ahead and loan out Benjamin Moody. This is another striker that I was talking about. He is the second choice of the two strikers. Miles, who's already out on loan, is the first choice of those three strikers I had. Now down to technically 2. Moody, he's off to loan to Italy. We'll see him grow. Harley Wilkes is off to Coventry. Leon Sanders is off to Hull for the season, so we might see him down the season. We obviously bought in Tiba de Vliger. That's something I showed y'all. We bought in Lewis Martin. That is something I showed y'all as well. And then Didier Sacco is also something I showed y'all as well. So that was actually, this is actually the latest. I was going from latest to oldest, so this is the latest. So yeah, a couple of player sales. It actually leads us up to sitting up to 3 million, 2 point something. It's like 3.4, 3.5, possibly 3.7 or something like that now, where we have in our budget. And just looking at this, if I show y'all this, it might have got a little bit better with some of the loanees, but obviously this is all fine now. To be honest, this starting 11 in the bench is good enough to at least compete for in my brain to compete for safety and possibly even mid-table, in all honesty. But just looking at our reserve, it is a little bit better. It was a lot crazier. I have put in order of strikers, left wing, how I kind of set up my bench. Strikers, left wing, right mid, right wing, center mids, and then CDMs, and then center backs and left backs and full backs and all that stuff. We have a lot. We have a lot on the reserves. We are looking to loan out most of these guys. I'm looking to loan or sell Najim. That's why he's on the reserves. I want him gone. I want Namai as my second option. We also have Borne. If we don't loan him out, he's more than likely could be a second option instead of Namai as well. If I were to bring in anything else, it would possibly be a right back for Edwards, to be honest, because Edwards, he's on the older side of things now. He's about 30. No, he's 28 to be fair. Anderson, I don't know how much longer he's left in the tank, as well as Allen. He's technically our backup left back at the moment. He's our backup left back at the moment, even though we do have a left back on the youth academy that is currently loaned out. And just to show y'all our squad, because obviously we still have a lot of players at the club. We still have 46 players at the club. Look at all this. All these loan signings just gone and out of the club. Absolutely insane. We are about ready to play our first game of the season. Unfortunately, it's not against a championship tied team. Well, it is, because it is a championship tied team, but it's not against a new face of the club. It's against Plymouth Argyle, one of the 3 clubs that got promoted last season from League One up to the championship. Unfortunately, that's our first game of the season, and we got to play it. So those are up in 11 days, so some more transfer business possible in 11 days. But if not, I'll see y'all at the first game of the season against Plymouth Argyle. Free agent. We also possibly need another center defensive mid as an option in the club. So who better than a free agent? Arthur Leffe. Arthur, welcome to the club. If we can obviously accept his wages, they want 8.2k. We are going to offer 7k flat. Get him for K.2 cheaper. Welcome to the club, Arthur. Whether or not you'll start or not, you at least support us in the team. Osterfield, I think his time is over. We can possibly get a transfer off for him for over the next couple of weeks. And then obviously Farrow is only a loan player. It's actually a 2-year loan player, that guy was. And so yeah, so there's that. Or is it just a loan and he's done in January? That could be a possibility as well. Who knows? Who cares? Arthur, welcome to the club. And we wanted to bring in a backup right back to possibly replace Edwards, and we find Ed Walsh from Peterborough. So we are going to look to offer pretty much just a straight up swap deal, see what they say. To Tom Edwards, he's about 200k cheaper, so we are going to go ahead and offer them 350k on top of it, see what they say to that. They want just straight up close to $1 million with that. Do I really want another player at the club where this is the same overall? No, to be honest, no. I wanted a straight swap deal. So we are going to end negotiations there. I only wanted to straight up swap 10 Edwards. Don't want another player at the club, so we say goodbye to him. We also have more options on here as well that we could possibly bring in. Even Schumacher as a possible center back that we could bring in. He has power shot as a center back, which is absolutely absurd in itself. 81 strength, though, is actually decent. His kind of downfall is 60 defensive awareness, to be completely honest, as well as 59 composure. First scout report of the seasons, and we get a decent player here, but he is too good. Lucas Clements, 86 potential, 1 million. It's another left winger, though. It's another left winger, so I'm tempted just to reject him anyway, but we'll let him sit in there. We'll let him sit there for another month. Another left winger. I gotta stop scouting left wingers. This is kind of my fault, because I'm scouting left wingers. I gotta stop doing that. Theo Coles, 675K. Welcome to the Youth Academy. Arlo Marks, we're gonna go ahead and reject him. We're gonna reject Collier as well. To be honest, if you're not, are we doing 20 now? Actually, thinking about it, we're championship. Are we doing 20 above? Are we doing 15 or are we doing 20? I forgot what I said. Am I doing 20? Because if I'm doing 20, then Clements, welcome to the Youth Academy. Dryer, obviously, is still not good enough because 20 would be 90, and this guy is not good enough, or he's too good still. Clements, welcome to the Youth Academy. I forgot we're doing 20. Yeah, I did say 20 once we got to the championship, and then whatever it is after that, it's max after we get to the Premier League. We're off to Belgium for, I believe, CDM right back and left back. So yeah, CDM right back and left back. Timmermans, welcome to the Youth Academy. Marshall is just too good. Mayu is too good. Leffe, why am I getting so many Leffes? Welcome to the Youth Academy, though. And then Vanamane, oh, I like that name, but he is still too good. And then over to Portugal, Cam, right wing striker, and left wing. Maybe I should look at my squad before I send out scouts. This guy, Gaeta, 13 years old, no. De Silva, 13 years old, no. Even though he has great potential, still no. Get the Edas. He is at the cut up, but he's 14 years old. We'll bring him in, but the chances are he won't make it past my little purge that I do towards the end of the season. Prata, he is too young and honestly not good enough. And then Sampaio, of course, the one decent player we got at the Youth Academy, is too good. So there is the first Youth Academy report season. We do end up selling Tom Edwards for 690K. He's off to Nashville. And so, Ed Walsh, man, we try to straight up swap deal. We'll go straight back in for him. It's exactly a week later. We're going to go ahead and straight up offer his market value. See what they say, 825K, acceptable. He'll obviously accept rotation, as he should, because he will be a rotation, and Storm is obviously miles better. I don't know about miles, but definitely better. Better? What? English? 6.3K. We'll give him 100 more than what he's earning now. And Ed Walsh, welcome to the club, replacing Tom Edwards. First game of the season. Here's your starting lineup. It's Santos in net. Storm, Chambers, Rump, Heaven. It's Ashley and Ferro. It's De Fleischer at Cam, Martin as striker, Molyneux, and Sacco as a left winger. It's Plymouth Argyle, unfortunately, at Fake Home Park, a.k.a. just the EA Generated Stadium, Molten Road. Let's go and jump into here, see what we can do. All right, let's see what the boys can do. It's championship versus championship. It's former League One versus former League One. What's his rating by just complete random? What is Whittaker's 79 overall? Fuck me. Never mind. I knew it was going to be higher. I was hoping like 74, 75 because we could stride towards that. It's Ashley who stays at the club for this season, a third year in a row for Ashley. Is it third? This is season 4. Was he here at the very beginning? I don't remember. To be completely honest, could be year 4 for him. It's Al-Haj. It's Santos with the first save of the season. It's a corner for Plymouth Argyle. I believe we beat them in our one of the last games of the season. I believe we beat them. I believe we dominated them in all honesty. That's a cross back post. It's a great cross. It's a poor execution with that cross ball. Santos cross into Martin. Farrell now. Oh, he has to put that well up in the air. Sacco was gone, and that was going to be 1-0 for Salford. Free kick here, though, for Plymouth. Free kick comes in. Al-Haj wins the first header. Santos punches it away. Rump to head it away. And the fact now that I actually have... I'm going to be honest. That was all AI, and Whittaker now on the ball. It's Al-Haj and Santos with the save. I don't know what happened, but the fact that we actually have a free kick expert or dead ball specialist, we're not going to get any free kicks in a dangerous position to actually be able to slot it away. I'll tell you all that much now. Farrell wins the ball back. Ashley into Martin. Martin out wide to Molyneux. Molyneux with his first full season at the club. Can he go ahead and start off the right? No, it's Sacco. It's a debut goal for Salford. It's Plymouth Argyle, who was on the front foot for the first 20 minutes. And on the break, we go ahead and take the lead. 1-0 for Salford. It's a debut goal for Sacco. It's Molyneux on the assist. Kicking off his first full season at the club. Kind of where he started off. He started off very well here at Salford last season. He's looking to have a full breakout season this season. Now, I expect to beat Plymouth Argyle. I can't lie. I expect to beat Plymouth Argyle. They did do better than us in League One. They obviously got through automatically. We had to go through via playoffs. And I think there was about a 10 to 15 point gap between us and Plymouth. So, obviously, they are technically the better team. But I still believe that we could and should be winning this game. Not comfortably, but at least winning this game to kick off our championship season. It's the Flieger. It's into Sacco. Sacco loses the ball. Revving out, can't stop Whittaker. This is going to be the man that we have to focus on stopping. It's Rump to try and help out. It's in the box for Ginelli. Into Al-Haj, his first shot blocked. Ginelli can't properly take control of it. And a chance now to hit him on the counterattack again is Sacco, who I think is quite fast on the ball. Into De Vlieg. Into Flieger now. He has finesse, so we'll try and finesse it. And T-Bay De Flieger. It's back-to-back debut goals for a Salford attack. And the man we brought on as a dead ball specialist is also a finesse specialist. 1-0. 2-0. Not even 1-0. It's 2-0. It's Whittaker now. Whittaker. Still Whittaker. Down the right-hand side. It's Ashley trying to help out. It's Ashley taking out Whittaker. Was that edge of the box? It was. It's a yellow card for Ashley. And that was a lot closer. It was quite literally on the line. It's crossed in. Whittaker. And they do get one back. Santos is broken through. A misspell from Ashley. A mistimed slide tackle leads to Plymouth's first goal of the game. And for them to cut the lead in half. Sacco over the top from Martin. And Martin now to try and restore that 2-goal lead. He can't get a goal. Straight at the keeper. Ashley heads it down in the midfield for Al-Haj. Sacco wins it back. Ashley into De Vlieg. Now into Farrell. Farrell into Molyneux. Molyneux. Sacco. Back to Molyneux. Saved by Grimshaw. Unlucky not to have that 2-goal lead back. It's Chambers down to Ashley. Trying to find Sacco. It's looking like we'll go halftime up 2-1 here in our first game of championship football against Plymouth Argyle. The referee's going to not allow him to play. I was about to say. Al-Haj. Ginelli. Santos saves. Corner for Plymouth. Ashley off for Leffe. Just trying to preserve our 11 men on the field, to be honest. So debut for Leffe. A corner for Plymouth. Molyneux heads it away. De Vlieg trying to carry it away. He'll find Leffe. Leffe will lose the ball. Whittaker straight to Santos. Saved in corner again. He could have caught that. Should have caught that. Corner comes in. Molyneux wins the first one. De Vlieg to win the second one and help clear it away. Who's out front? Is that Martin? It is Martin. Just couldn't find the right pass. Martin now will pick it back up, though. Out wide for Molyneux, in which Molyneux will hopefully run. Cross is whipped in awfully, but it's still whipped in. Farrow, the fly, Martin, Molyneux off target. Rump to win the header. It'll fall for the cam. In for Asamoah. First touch is not great, but he'll still have possession of it. Asamoah now into the fly. The fly loses the ball to Wells somehow. Wow. It's like a magnet. Just took the ball. And that's a great ball in for Gianelli. Rump trying to come across. And Rump proving why he's my favorite player at this club. Farrow winning it back. And then losing it. Wells is just a magnet at his feet, getting the ball back anytime he wants it. Revin. Glatzel. Out wide for Asamoah. Asamoah now. Asamoah. Glatzel. The fly. Can he do anything with it? The fly. Into Sacco. Leffe. Asamoah, the fly, first time shot, straight to the keeper. Sacco wins the header, it'll fall to the fly loses it to Wells, of course he did. Storm, great tackle. Al-Haj now, out wide for Whitaker, Revin trying to get back. The cross comes in, Chambers heads it away. Sacco is dead tired as well. So is our cam. Sacco trying to get it out wide. Asamoah is free. Oh, and that's going to be a lucky bounce for Al-Haj. And it's going to be not 2-2 off of the post. Chance from the draw level at the depth there. Cross comes in. Whitaker will collect it. Cleared away. Defended beautifully. Sacco pushes it further up the field. But straight to the green shirt. Is they going to have enough time to get the ball up the field? The referee is going to give him to it. It's Whitaker out wide. It's Revin trying to get back. It's Whitaker. He has to put in a cross, in which he does. It's not cleared properly. Storm will pick it up, though, free at the back post. He will put it up the field. And the first win of the season and our first game of the season belongs to Salford over Plymouth Argyle. A 2-1 win. Got shaky at the end there. But the first 3 points on the board. It's massive. It's a rotated team for the Carabao Cup because, in all honesty, I don't really care about this competition. We are going to go ahead and simulate through it, see what the boys to do. If I do get a free kick, you know damn well I'm jumping in, subbing on our new cam, and then trying to win that and take that, obviously, if it happens. Namai makes it 1-0 in the 17th minute or 16th minute. Glatzel makes it 2-0 right at the death of the game. A 2-0 win against Crawley Town, and we're into the next round of the Carabao Cup. Doesn't mean much, but we'll take it. I only take interest until we play a Premier League team. That's the only time I'll take interest in the Cup is if we play a Premier League side or a high-end championship level squad. As we see another player leave the club, Ronnie Ball is loaned out to Rangers for 12 months. Second game of our championship season, we are taking on Swansea Town. I'm going to consider this the first proper game of the championship because Plymouth Argyle was obviously an opponent of last season. So our first look at somewhat of a championship level squad. We make one change in the starting 11, that is by bringing in Leffe instead of Ashley. That is the only change we make. Everybody else is the same. So let's get into it here against championship side Swansea Town at Salford, our first home game of the season. Now with Yates. Yates on the ball. Yates on the ball. Yates takes the lead. Swansea Town, or Swansea City, I should say. 1-0 up here in the 12th minute. The Fleischer, oh, didn't want that pass, but it'll fall for Farrow. Farrow now. Molyneux, Farrow, Sacco, Martin, an impossible angle, but he makes it possible. He finds the back of the net, and we draw level, and he has his first goal of the season. 1-1 here, 30 minutes in. It's Farrow. It's Molyneux. It's over the top for Martin. Martin can't hit it away. Molyneux into DeFleischer. DeFleischer with the Travella! And Salford take the lead. And this Cam that we brought in at a dead ball specialist is doing it all but the dead balls. We don't need him for dead balls. It's 2-1.
And the ball is moved.
Corner, last possible action of the first half. It's out for a goal kick. No, I don't want to. No. Please don't tell me that registered. Don't tell me that registered. Oh, I did registered. It's been wanting me to do that sub all day long. I accidentally hit X, trying to just spam. So we make a first half sub. Fortunately, Revan's Day is done just by error by myself and EA horrible coding. Why are you trying to make me make a first half sub already? 2-1 at the break. Lloyd. Yates. It's Rump, though. I mean, how good is Rump? Holy cow. It's Sacco. It's into space for Martin. It's Martin now. He'll get past one. Martin, he has to go near post. He blasted into the back of the net. Keeper can't make the save. And Salford have a double lead. It's 3-1. Kaufman down the right-hand side. It's Kaufman. It's Leffe trying to come across. What a tackle. Does go out for a corner, but still what a tackle there. And it's going to be Leffe to win this header here as well. Oh, maybe not. Corner, Molyneux half clearance. It falls to another player for Swansea City. Santos saves. And Rump is not going to be able to keep it in. It's going to be a foul, actually. A free kick for us. Jisung into Ronald. It's Ronald now. An impossible angle. He might get a penalty. He won't get a penalty. I don't know if that was saved off the post, and then saved. But it'll actually get a free kick here. And number 17 might get sent off here. The way the commentator's voice just rose like that normally means a red card. And Swansea's day is only getting worse. They could have possibly had a penalty just a couple of seconds earlier. And now instead they get a man sent off. It's Molyneux. It's Molyneux. Referee, that's a foul, but it's actually a perfect pass into Sacco. It's 4-1. Is it bad? I kind of want that as a free kick for my Cam, to be honest. But 4-1 for Sacco. And what a couple of minutes for Swansea City. Should have had a pen. Got sent down to 10 men, and their deficit gets tripled in a matter of moments. No Namai on the matchday squad, so youngster Badone, who's not been sent out on loan yet, will come on for his debut instead of Sacco. Hidalgo on for DeFleischer, and then also Ashley on for Leffe. And I bet you now I'm going to get a free kick. Guarantee you now I'm going to get a free kick in a relatively dangerous situation. It's going to happen. And obviously we had Walsh come on at the beginning of the first half, or the end of the first half, I should say. Hidalgo into Martin. Martin, show why I kept you on and not bring on Glatzel. It's 5-1. It's a hat trick for Glatzel, or for Martin, I should say. It's a riot here in our first home game of the season. And that is game over. Salford 5, Swansea City 1. Martin with a with a hat trick on his second game at the club, his debut home game. Wow, what a way to start off your career. What a way to start off our journey in the championship. That's going to be it for me today. If you did enjoy it, go and leave a like and subscribe. And when we come back tomorrow, we'll wrap up the transfer window. We'll see who we have in the next round of the Cowbell Cup. And more action in championship football. We expect it to get a hell of a lot harder. And if it don't, I'll make sure it does. Until then, peace out.